Hi, my name is Jenny Jensen. I'm the International Sales Manager of Medcare. In this small movie, I'm going to show you how to do a buffer for nitrous oxide oxygen. What I have here is that I have an active AGS system. And what that means is that as soon as I plug this into this connection, I can hear that the vacuum starts to generate. So if I plug that in, I have immediately turned on a vacuum pump in the basement or an AGS pump in the basement, and it starts to suck out whatever I fill into this buffer. So on this buffer, you have two ports or two connections. This connection will be my connection for my expiration hose coming from the patient. The other one is a hose in this country. It's color-coded brown. It could be blue, but here it's color-coded brown. That will then take all the gas that I have put into this buffer. It will take that and suck it up and into the AGS system. The buffer here has holes on both sides, and they need to be there. They will act as a protector in between the system here and the patient. So if you have a patient that has an extremely high positive pressure, and a positive pressure could be a patient that all of a sudden has a big powerful expiration. That expiration will come to this connection. It will come down into our buffer, and the buffer is designed with holes on the side, so if it doesn't suck up fast enough, it will simply just overspill on the holes. It's designed that way to protect the patient's lungs, because if it wasn't there, these holes, you would feel like you were blowing into a balloon and you could not blow up the balloon anymore. So from a high positive pressure from the patient, you need to have the holes. From a high negative pressure, that could be that the AGS pump down in the basement decides to go up too high, meaning that it starts to suck up too much of this, and then that will come over to the patient's lungs, and they risk, the lungs collapsing or anything like that. You need then also to have the holes, because all of that possible high vacuum from an AGS pump that has gone up too high, that will simply just suck in more air to these holes. So it's generated this way to have the holes from a high possible pressure from the patient or a high negative pressure from an AGS pump down in the basement. So this is the design typically of a buffer for anesthetic gases. In this case, in this department, it's used for nitrous oxide oxygen gas. It's a delivery department. Thank you for listening in. My name is Jenny Jensen, and I'm the International Sales Manager of Medcare.